Tate Wilder, Gilbert, Arizona's very own, stepping foot in the LFG ring.
My name is Tate Wilder. There's a lot of talented men and women on the roster, but what separates me from everyone else is I'm willing to take the crazy risk. I'm willing to jump off the cliff to see if I can fly. You know what? I'm the type that acts first and thinks second, and I might be making a mistake, but I've been making mistakes my entire life, and I'm still standing here. And if you want to make your name known on LFG, you call out the baddest man on the roster, Kam Hendrix. You talk about it being showtime? Why don't you get out here and let me prove to you that it's my time?
Wow, that's a bold challenge. And it appears that challenge is about to be answered.
Tate Wilder, welcome to LFG. But you're right about one thing. This is my show. This is the Kam Hendrix show. And I've been watching you and your come up. Your daredevil ways, your daredevil style got you to LFG. Yeah, it got you to LFG.
Anytime now, Kam.
And I love the fact that you're taking a swing at the biggest and baddest man. But you're stupid. It's quite stupid. Because the difference between me and you is I'd succeed. Where you're about to fail.
Come on.
I need it to be more convincing. The promo, you know what I mean?
Kam seemed to get a bit lost there during that promo, but nonetheless, we are ready for action right here on LFG. Hendricks, also a former professional football player, no stranger to LFG, but yes, you brought up Wilder, not only linebacker, also a fullback at Arizona State. Started as a walk-on. He is the definition of work ethic. He is not going to back down.
While we're looking at these two individuals, obviously, Kam Hendrix, a lot of experience here on LFG. Tate Wilder stepping in as a brand new athlete competing amongst the ranks, looking for that opportunity to get on the NXT roster, but vastly different in their approach. One making a first impression, and Kam coming out here, been on all 3 seasons now of LFG, and you know, like we've said before, it's either put up or shut up.
Yeah, we have said that, and look, when it comes to Hendricks, says he always stays lit. Well, someone who's been lighting a fire under him is Natalya. And from what I've been told, Natalya has not held back with what she's done in the ring, what she has said, nothing towards Hendricks getting him ready for this match.
Well, I hate to make this comparison again when it comes to Kam Hendrix, but look what Natalya's done with Kam's fiancée, Maxine. Look at the way that she's trained her.
That certainly is, you know, very true. And obviously there's a common denominator there, Natalya, the boat. Low-key legend. Oh, and that was a nasty backbreaker. Into the cover goes Hendricks. Not able to get the victory here right now, but you talk about ego, you talk about showboating. He's got all the charisma in the world, but can he start backing it up inside the squared circle? 1 year of LFG, 2 years. I mean, wasn't it last week we were talking about Drake Marone almost in the same context?
Obviously, the progression is very important. You need to keep climbing that mountain. Wow!
I'll bite my own tongue for a moment because I can talk about season 1 and I can talk about season 2. We didn't see this sort of offense in either of those 2 seasons.
I want him to be more vocal. You know what I'm saying? Get loud, get chaotic.
Take another look. The pure power and the absolute no regard for human life.
Well, that's what we've seen from Kam Hendrix, certainly about himself and about getting it done in the ring at times. But at times as well, the Legends have been very critical of it and wondering what kind of a leaf he's going to turn over next. Whereas Tate Wilder came out here, and I'll say this much, whether it was the influence of Kevin Owens or his own doing, came out with a lot of confidence and delivered on the microphone.
Well, he certainly did. And look, I wonder what Kevin Owens is thinking right now watching this, what Kevin Owens would do differently if he was in this matchup. But you also think about Natalya, and you think about, well, both those individuals, they have taken the time out of their schedules to come here to teach. Both want to pass that torch, pass along some of that knowledge they've had. I would love to know what they're thinking in this moment of these two, because it's been all Kam Hendrix from the beginning of this match.
Certainly what we've seen thus far with Tate Wilder is, you know, standing toe-to-toe with a guy like Kam Hendrix. Arguably a lot more experience in the ring and here at the Performance Center, but Tate Wilder, I think, impressing so far.
Big boon for Wilder. He's got less than 20 matches under his belt coming into this. And you think about LFG here in the third week of season 3. I mean, just how unique has this season been when we compare it to seasons 1 and seasons 2?
I dare say the gloves are off. We're seeing better talent, better competition, better matches. You know, better advice, I think, from the legends in terms of getting them to that next level. And these are the top. This is the batting circle. The
cover and a kick out.
The on-deck circle of athletes ready to take that next step to NXT.
I gotta ask you this, JB. For Tate Wilder, I mean, a victory here with a nice moonsault. This could be it. And another near fall. I mean, some would consider this an upset just based on, even though it's a lack of experience, Kam Hendrix has more match experience than Wilder right now. And I think that's something also that's very crucial as we go through looking at those that have been on season 1, season 2. Everyone, though, still with just a handful of matches, still learning, still trying to carve their own niche. As again, this time, big moonsault able to land on his feet, turning right around and
We've seen that before. Kam Hendrix.
Showtime kick.
Delivering.
Following it up. A little lights, camera, and action. And a victory for Hendrix. Wow.
Here is your winner, Kam Hendrix.
That certainly is the one way to start to stand out if you consider yourself Showtime here on season 3.
But what we're going to see, I think, for the remainder of the season, anytime, at any point. Wait a minute, we're not done yet. It could be feast or famine for these athletes looking to make that next step. A life-changing move, getting promoted to NXT. Bam! Wow.
That was step number 1. And then as we've seen here on LFG, lights, camera, action, and it was lights out for the opposition.
I think he did pretty good. I'm curious to see when they come back what they're gonna say to each other, because I think at the end there, Kam did weird he didn't need to do, and I think reading body language, I don't think it was appreciated, so we'll see.